Hey everybody, it's Collector Dude. I'm back with another haul. I went out the past few days and picked up some books from my local comic book stores and Half Price Books. And yesterday when I went to Half Price Books, the girl was there pricing them. When I walked in, and I'm like, wow, there's some nice books there. So I said, I'm gonna go look over here and at the other books and I picked up a few things. Then I came back and there was another girl pricing, and I didn't see the other books that I saw before, but she had some other stuff, and she said, hey, okay, stand over here when you look at them, because she has to watch the door to make sure a certain amount of people, whoever comes in, they only allow a certain amount of people in the stores now, and you got to have your mask on and stuff. So everything she was handing me, like, I was like, wow. Not totally valuable stuff, but got a few gems in there. I was like, you got to be kidding me. All half off cover. Some of them were like she was keeping that cover price, but some of them were half off cover, and I'm like, these are nice. So I'll show you what I got. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get into some other videos as well, but I've been trying to get through the previews, because previews, Marvel and DC have got some great comic books coming out, and other companies too. So I'm gonna try to get through that and just like discuss it and speculate on what's coming out and everything. There's one called Spider-Man Shadows or something like that, with what if Spider-Man had kept Venom and let him bond with him. And I'm thinking, is that going to be the next what if of, remember the what if issue with Spider-Man? What if he were more like the Punisher, and he's like leaning up against the wall and he's shooting like with guns kind of like on his wrist? And because that one I missed out on. I was going to order 10 copies of that and I missed out on it. So I said, every time I see something I kind of think I might do well, I'm going to order more than one copy. Like Batman Damned, I ordered one of each cover, and I got those, but when I went back to try to get more, they were gone. And I'm still waiting for my signed copy that I paid 52 bucks for. It's still in my cart, but they haven't sent it. So it's like, it's order pending, and I don't even know if they even have them. So I'm going to have to contact them again and see if they're going to send me one or transfer my money over to something else or put it back on my card. Or so I don't know how they're going to do it, but it's just like, when I saw that book, Spider-Man, I'll have to go over it when I go over my previews. But if he bonded with the symbiote, it's done by Chip Zdarsky, and I'm thinking he's a good writer. So I'm thinking, I wonder if that's going to take off. So that's like a speculation thing, you know. There's 2 different covers, cover A and cover B, and I'm ordering 5 of each. So I said, you know what? And go on Midtown Comics or any other comic book site, and you can get 35% off the cover instead of waiting till it comes out and paying regular price, because that looks like it's pretty good. That's one of my tips. I'm sure other people have done it before. Gems Comics and other comic book sites or comic book pages on YouTube, they probably mentioned it too, but I haven't seen. But that looks like it's a good one. So this, like I said, I'm getting 5 of each. But okay, let's get into the order that I got, because the haul that I have, because that's what you came here for. But I got Savage Avengers number 17. You know I'm listening to or reading King in Black, so I'm making sure I get every single issue. So I got this one's Savage Avengers number 17, and it was a good story. Conan and Deadpool. If you read the story, let me know, because I was like, are you serious? But they're going to continue on in the next book and everything. But what they did in this one, I'm like, what? So it's just how they're in a prison cell and how they get out. I'm like, okay. And he seems, I'm trying to think, the one in the comic book seems like he's not as assertive as the one in the movies or something. Because could you see if they did that in a movie or something, how, I guess so. It's kind of, he's similar, but it just seems like, well, I don't know if he would have let that happen to him like he was in a movie or something, but I guess if there's only one way out and everything, it was just funny. I was like, I can't believe they did that. But here it is. I went to my local comic book store and I picked this second copy up. This is the cover B. It's another variant cover, I think. I'm not sure if this one's, yeah, this is probably cover B. But I didn't know, I had the other one, and I'm looking for everything that says King in Black. And then when I saw that, I saw it's a cool cover, so I grabbed it, and I'm thinking it's the same one. So, but it's a good story. I'm watching it, and like I said, I'm reading everything King in Black, and so far, I haven't been let down. It's a very good story. This one, this was $1.99 Batman: A Death in the Family trade, first print. I was like, wow. And this one's really in nice condition. So I picked this up. Thicker book and everything. So that was like a sad story. It's different in that than what they did in the movie, when they actually made the movie of Death in the Family. But it's still the same. It's based on it. It's still the same thing, how he found him and everything. But it's pretty good story. A very good story. So here's Batman: Curse of the White Knight. And this is book 5. I didn't get all of these, but when I see them, I pick them up, because I didn't get them all for full price at the comic book store. But I thought that was cool, and I like Sean Murphy's artwork. So that's that one. This one I thought was holding in price and doing really well, but it seems like it's waning in price right now. Birthright #1. And when I saw it, they had a few other issues. I'm trying to see if I can get all of them, because I don't remember exactly which ones I have. I got to check my comic app. And when I'm out, I didn't update all of them. So I'm like, I don't want to buy stuff that I already have. And I did that with one book. So this is #1. And the story started off really good. And I think I got up to issue 10, and then I stopped and I started going on to other stuff. And I still have to read so many other books and everything. Like I'm forcing myself to read my stories. That's why I said I'm reading King in Black no matter what. And I read everything up to date. I'm caught up on everything. So let me know what you guys are reading no matter what, or if you're just putting them aside and you're going to read them later, or if you're just collecting and bagging them, putting them away. And I don't like doing that. And you see, I got all these short boxes back here full of books. Some of the stuff I didn't read yet, and some of the stuff I want to read, and some of the stuff I really don't care for. But I want to read Immortal Hulk, and I just started reading Venom again. The latest stuff, which will lead into King in Black. I started reading #1. I finished #1. I flipped through it and everything, and I just glanced it because I had read it already. But there's another Venom series I want to read, and it's been very good too. So much stuff, so little time. This one, I went to my Laughing Ogre, and I saw they had it on the shelf, and I bought it, and then I forgot that I ordered it from Midtown Comics, Black Cat #2. I wanted this cover. This is the cover I wanted. So I'm like, that's why I grabbed it when I saw it, because it wasn't at Laughing Ogre, but no, it was at Packrat. I went to Packrat and found it, and it wasn't at Laughing Ogre because it had sold out, I think. I'm like, ah! So I went and grabbed it here, and then I ordered one offline. But I love that cover, and she's bad, and she's really good in that issue, the way they wrote her and what she did and everything. It was a really good book. I highly recommend King in Black, but that was a good book there. This one, I'm not sure what it was about. Book of Death #1. But it's kind of like Rye #1, the way they did the cover. So I thought that was cool. I picked it up. And there was a guy when I was at Half Price Books. He went on the other side. I was there for maybe 15 minutes by myself, and I was hurried. I'm trying to go through. And he went on the other side. And I stayed on my side and went down the other drawers. And then when he had moved over and done, then I moved over to the other side and I kept stuff. But he moved over on my side. And I was talking to him a little bit. But I don't know. I told one guy, I said, there's a lot of books that they just added. So he was like, really? I said, yeah, because it was stuffed with books. And the last time I went there, I met my friend Kevin. He's a subscriber, and I met him at one of the Half Price Books in person. But a girl was there with a cart at the one Half Price Books we went to, and she was pulling away, walking away with a whole bunch of them when I just got there last week. And I'm like, oh man, I should catch her and look at that real quick and then come over. But I didn't. I just let her go. And he had came in, and I was walking around, and I saw him, but I didn't recognize him. And because I'm focused on trying to get everything done. And then I get in line, and he goes over and he's looking at these other books. And I'm like, oh man, that guy's looking at those books like that. I said, that'd be cool to be able to look at those. But I'm in line. I can't get over there. So I'm like, forget it. Just get what you got, because you got some nice books. And he looks over. He goes, hey, Gary, is that you? And I pull my mask. I was like, oh, hey. And I did a fist bump. But and then once I got through the line, I gave him a 10% off coupon for a half-price book sale. I don't think he used it because he didn't have a lot of books. And I told him, I said, usually if I get maybe $25 or $20 and up, I'll use my card. Use those discount things, coupons that they put in on the calendars. But I don't want to use it if it's $20 and under. I'll just pay 20 bucks. But I think he put it away because I didn't see him use it. But I didn't use mine either because I don't think I had enough. So, but I keep some in the car. Like I said, just in case I see somebody that is a subscriber or on my channel or something like that, that I know that knows me as Collector Dude or whatever, I've been trying to hand out stuff. If I see them, like if I see you out or you see me out, we're at a half price books or something like that, I want to like give you like a $10 off card for half price books, or some other type of card that I have for Burger King, McDonald's, whatever, something like that, and then buy it and give it to you, because I want to start doing that. So if you see me out and you're in this area and you go, hey, Collector Dude, I see you, you get something. I'm going to start keeping comic books, some nice comic books, doubles and triples in my car, to give out. So if you see me or something like that, you can pick any comic book that I have that I'm giving away, or I can give you a up to $10. That's basically what I get for a card to give you, or something for something off of half price books, or McDonald's, Burger King, whatever I can get, like on a list or something. If they have them at the register or something like that, I'll do that. It's just cool. I think that's fun. But okay, let's get back to this. But yeah, Kevin, it was cool to see you that day. And then he tells me the time he went into a half price bookstore and found a New Mutants 98. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah. He said, I think he paid $1 for it. I'm like, oh wow. And then he found something else, and I can't remember what it was. But you never know what you're gonna find. I found in the store we were at, it was a New Mutants 98 for $400. I think I might have mentioned it before. No, $300. Yeah, it was $300. It was gone now. It was there last year. But I went into Laughing Ogre, and they got one up on their wall for $400. It looks really nice condition, but I'm thinking, I don't want to pay that. Hopefully I can find one. But let me know if you found one raw somewhere out. Like I found a Batman Adventures number 12 for $1 at half price books. Awesome stuff. But okay, here we go. And a New Mutants 87 at the store I was at when I met Kevin that day. I saw him. I got one for $1, and it's a video. If you see the videos, you'll see that's the one I was at, and it was for $1. I don't even think it was in a bag, if I remember correctly. But I was like, and I'm flipping through it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. New Mutants 87, first appearance of Cable for $1. No bag on it, and luckily it didn't have a sticker on it either. So when they're not in bags, they're just $1. Usually, sometimes you get up front and they go, oh, I have to price this, and then you're like, oh, but they don't stick the sticker on it, but they'll check it. Sometimes they'll make it a little bit more money. One guy did that with a Punisher number 1 with the Klaus Janson with a Punisher with a big bazooka going through a window. I found it and I thought it was going to be $1, and he goes, no, I got to price it. And he finds it online. He goes, oh, $10. I should have bought it, and I was like, already had a stack. I said, no, not today. I'll just keep it, man. But okay, here we go with Captain America number 242. And, you know, I wish I would have bought it now. $10 isn't a lot of money, but I could have splurged a little bit. But for that Punisher number 1, but I didn't. Now, what's it going for? It's kind of high. I found this Captain America number 242. Nice. Not in the greatest condition, but I usually, when they're older books like this, I don't mind. I think it was only $1 too. Catwoman Secret Files and Origins number 1. Thought that was cool. I like these books. And then I see some of them I saw at the one half price books in my area that closed down for a while. They closed down for about 2 years, and they moved all their stock to another one. Jessup, half price Crooks, he said that they moved, and they're going to go and move all their stock to another half price books. But I saw a lot of these books there, and some of them were going for a little bit of money, and I wasn't sure about that. And then, but it varies. When I looked, they weren't going for a lot. I looked recently when I looked this one up to see if I wanted to pick it up. It's not going for a lot, but I just like them. The Flash Secret Origins one and a Nightwing and some other Teen Titan ones, they're shot up in price on eBay. I'm like, what? Why? You just never know. So, and this was cool. This is one of the first books. These are some of the books I found on half price books by myself. But this is one that when I went through the pile of stuff that the girl was handing me at the one half price books I went to yesterday, she gave me this one. I was like, oh, I'll take that. Catwoman number 58. I love Adam Hughes covers. Very cool. I was hoping that she was going to keep giving me stuff because there was other stuff that was like that, and she gave me some older Iron Mans, and then I'd go through them and pick them out, and then she handed me some more Iron Mans with some other stuff. I said, oh, please have some more of those Catwomans. But then they called her to the other table, and she didn't finish. She starts willing away. I'm like, no, I'm not going to see the rest of the books. But if I can go back, but like I said, even if I don't go back, other stores. I hope and pray you guys have a half-price books in your area. And if you don't, I think you can look into it online. I've said it before. You can look into it online and maybe petition to get one. But it's awesome. They're awesome stores. This is one of the books when I was done. I saw it up on the shelf. And I said, hey, can I look at that Savage Sword of Conan trade? He goes, oh, yeah, sure. And I was like, long as it's not priced well, I'll get it. But $8.98, I get that. Thought it was cool. So here's the back. But I'm like, wow, man. This classic artwork. Very nice. Up in the front, it's got your Barry Windsor Smith, BWS. Very cool. I had to grab it. I said, I told him, I said, you know, I'm going to keep it, because he was going to grab it and put it back because he had went and did some work. I said, no, I'll keep this. I said, I'll buy it. He goes, okay. That was nice. I've been getting a lot of those lately. This I got from Midtown Comics. This is Deceased Dead Planet #7. I want to get a whole set of these because just Francesco Mattina artwork, very nice. That is so cool. Then I got a Daredevil, Man Without Fear, #257. Him fighting. The classic iconic cover, him fighting the Punisher. That was a very cool cover. And these are ones, that was something I found on my own. But then the girl handed me all of these Danger Girls. I got Danger Girl #1 back in black. And here's #2. The artwork isn't the greatest inside. It's different, it's kind of cartoony, but I like the covers, so I grabbed them. And this one's Hawaiian Punch, #1. I think it's a one-shot. And here we go. This was Kamikaze, Danger Girl Kamikaze. I love the artwork in this because they did a Speed Racer book with this guy. Yoon, I forgot what his name is, but I don't know if it's Kevin or Yoon. But I was like, really nice artwork in there. That's #1. Danger Girl Kamikaze, and there's #2. And then the last one she gave me was, or this was the first one she gave me. These I got afterwards. Danger Girl, Viva Las Danger. Yeah, Viva Las Danger. Very nice cover. The artwork inside's okay, but it's going for a little bit on eBay. But I was like, wow, very cool. I like the Danger Girl stuff. So I grabbed. I remember when it first came out, I didn't collect a lot of it and everything, but very cool. So I remember they had one of those big giant books of Danger Girl, like these here. They're like the big art books, and I didn't grab it. And I went to one of my stores years ago. It was Capital City Comics, and I saw it, and I didn't pick it up then, and I should have. I probably could find it on eBay, maybe not going for a lot of money, but I like those art books because I like looking at the art to see, because I'm an artist, so I like seeing that stuff. So this one's good too. This one, King in Black #26, Daredevil #26. If you read that one, let me know. What happened at the end of this one? They got alternate covers. On the other side, there's one with Elektra facing this way, and they got all the stuff around her, and it's just facing this way. And wow. And I like to go back and get all of these. As I'm reading these, I'm finding out what's going on with Matt. I want to go back and get, and I remember when I went through the previews with it, I want to go back and get Daredevil 1 through all the way now. I mean, up to 26. And I saw them on mycomicshop.com, and there's a few on Midtown Comics, and I can get them on eBay as well, I think, but then you got to pay shipping and handling. People are charging the price of the book and maybe a little bit above, and then they're charging like double. They're like $5, $6 for shipping and handling. I'm thinking, I don't want to do that. So if I can go on Midtown Comics or mycomicshop.com and find them, I will. And if I can't, maybe I'll find them at Half Price Books, or I'll go to my local comic book stores and see if they have them. But a lot of these books are like gone. People are buying them because they're good stories. This guy, what is this guy? Zdarsky. I read this and I'm like, I'm liking this guy's writing. So if he writes this, he's the one that's going to be writing that book I told you about with Spider-Man. If he bonded, I don't know if it's a what-if story or an Elseworld story, kind of like, but if he bonded with the symbiote Venom and didn't let it go, and then he starts, they said it's like he's going to be different. The things that he does is going to be different. So I'm thinking, uh-oh, he's not going to be like the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man with that Venom suit. Woo! And just remember the movie and everything's with. I heard the music that Spider-Man was dancing to, Peter Parker was dancing to, and the thing he's doing all this like this. And I loved that part. People thought it was stupid or corny. If you didn't like it, there was something wrong with you, I think, because I'm just joking. But I thought it was so funny. I was like, are you kidding me? There's no way he would do that by himself. He's got to be, something's got to be wrong with him. He's starting to dance and he's looking at the girls and he's pointing to them. The dark side of the suit. I thought that was hilarious. And then I seen a YouTube part where he didn't have any music playing. I'm thinking, how in the world did he do that without any music? He must have just had a tune in his head or something like that. But I thought that was funny. Now, I got this because I like the cover. Dark Sun, Dungeons and Dragons, #1, IDW. I thought that was cool. And then I got the other story. This one's different. I'm liking Sandoval's, is it Carlos Sandoval? I'm liking his artwork now. I didn't like it as much earlier because it seemed just too wild and cartoony and everything. And I start kind of liking it when he did the Venom 6-part miniseries. And I think he did, what did he do, an X-Men story or something like that. But I'm liking this. This Deadpool #10. If you didn't get this one, this is really nice. He's got I'll show you real quick. I'm going kind of long on this, but I might have to break it up in 2 parts. But I looked at this and I was like, you know what? I'm liking his art. So, but just the artwork inside is nice. Kind of like that Humberto Ramos look to it. Then it had a 2-page spread here. And they're just, he's king now of the monsters or something. If you haven't heard it and everything, he's trying to recruit people like in the movie and everything. And he's collecting all these people. And look at Snowman. And he's telling them, hey, we can't have you in there because if you're in any more than 1 square, we might get some copyright issues. So you got to go. You can't be in the show, on the team. There's Sauron down there and some of the other characters he has. But this guy, he goes, well, is there anything you can do? He goes, oh, you get a shining light in your mouth. Oh, yeah, close your mouth. It's kind of bright. But then he's like breaking the 3rd wall and everything, talking about, yeah, let's do this big shot of us walking towards the camera. And they're looking at him like, what's he talking about? I don't know. He had to regrow a whole body when he got tore apart in the last, when he fought that other character. I forgot the name of the character, some monster character. He fought Beast. So he kind of suffered a little bit, so maybe he's kind of losing it. So, but they don't know the part, they don't know that he's breaking the 3rd wall. The other characters is pretty funny. And we got Eric Powell. I was looking through the wall and everything, because I always look through the comic books. And then I go to the trade paperbacks and stuff like that. And I was looking through one. I didn't see anything. I'm like, oh, there's nothing here. And I put a book back that I looked at. And right next to it, my finger grabbed something. I pulled back like that. And I found this. An Eric Powell drawing sketches and such. Book 4. And look at it. I was like, it was only $6. And he signed it. And he drew a picture of the goon on there. Remark. I'm like, wow. These are going for pretty good money, but they don't have the drawing on it. And I paid $6 for that. It's a little beat up down there at the bottom. But I'm like, that is really nice. I love stuff like this. I have a short box or 2 with just signed stuff that I found at half-price books. And then I went to Laughing Ogre one time. They had a signing. And I met the girl that does either the inking or the coloring on My Little Pony. And I bought like 5 or 6 books and let her sign them. I wish there would have been more people there, but My Little Pony was cool. So then I got this. This is Excalibur #71, the hologram cover. I've been trying to collect these. I got a few of them already. You've seen them before that I've showed you, but I said, let me grab this too. They were all at half-price books, so I grabbed them. Then I got these. I don't think they're worth anything, but I just like Brian Boland's artwork. 164 of Flash. Here's one. I think it was 165. Very cool artwork. Here's 166. And then we got 167. Spooky. 168. Is that 168? Yeah. 168. Then 169. Wow. And then this one, 170. Or 174. It jumped. This is the first appearance of this guy, Tar Pit. Wow. So, plus, when I saw that, I was thinking, I said, you know what, when they were all, remember they used to say they ought to tar and feather them? I'm thinking, I couldn't even imagine that. The type of torture. Like the one you see them going up to the guillotine. I couldn't even imagine that too. And I just was listening to the news. I remember when the journalist got executed or murdered. And they said he chopped his head off. And I don't think they used that. They used probably something different. But I can't even imagine it. And then when you get tarred and feathered, they pour hot tar on you and then throw feathers on you. You don't even want to think about it. You're like, there's so many different things that could happen. It's like, imagine you just get a little paper cut. Like right here, there's a little skin under my fingernail. It came loose and I start pulling at it. And I'm like, ah! Now, I'm trying to pick at it now. And every time I hit it, it stings. You're like, that's just a little cut. And you know what it's like to get hurt sometimes. You're like, you hit your leg or bump your elbow or bang your head on something and everything. And, you don't like pain. And then imagine being like Deadpool and something like that happens and you heal again. And Wolverine, those characters are popular like that because you think like, oh, I'd love to be able to heal. Just like when you see Superman, oh, I'd love to be able to fly. Or like anything like that, any human weaknesses and everything, like there are things you can't do. Like the supercomputer brain, or being able to fly, or be able to jump real far, or be powerful, or like Spider-Man, and changing into different things, more powerful than you are and everything, and just being able to deal with stuff is like, when you think about the real people though, that are like, just use their human capabilities and everything that they're blessed with, or whatever they get, their talent, everything, those are superpowers and stuff like that. What do you guys got? What do you guys that watch my channel and everything? What's something special that you can do that people sit there and go, oh man, I wish I could do that? Because people always say, I wish I could draw. And I'm thinking, it's not hard, but it's a gift. It's my talent. Like sometimes I wish I could play a sport or something like that, or wish I could act, or you just name it. Name different things that you can't do and stuff like that. You wish you could do something else or whatever. But it's just, I think it's just awesome. But I'm going off on things. But when you see stuff like that, you think like, wow. Or imagine, I wish I could work at Marvel or DC or Image or any other company. So here's Green Lantern number 50. And she handed me this one. And it was half off cover. But look, it's signed by Darryl Banks. I got 2 or 3 copies of this, but none of them were signed by Darryl Banks. Wow. I got another copy of this. I had to wait. Remember I talked about it? Ha number 1. I went to Laughing Ogre and I waited a week and a half. And he said, you have to wait about that long before you can come back. There's like 6 of them on the shelf. I don't know if it'll be the next Ice Cream Man. It's interesting though. What happened in that story. It's interesting. So it could take off. And then she handed me this one. This one is in immaculate condition, unless I missed it. Harley and Ivy, Love on the Lamb, by Judd Winnick and Joe Chieto. Wow. It's a beautiful copy. It's like, and I was opening it, and you could hear it like crack a little bit. I'm like, oh, don't even look at it. But it's like, it hadn't even been used. And I think the stock that she had to come from somebody like a comic book store or something, because it was just nice copies of everything. So, and then I got another copy of this. I bought it at my local comic book store, either Packrat or Laughing Ogre, and then I bought it on Midtown, and I didn't realize once I saw it, I just bought it, so I got an extra copy. King in Black number 3. Very good story. Very good. Like I said, you got to read them. They're very good. This one, I saw, and I think I might have paid maybe a little much for it, too much for it. Lady Death, I think it's number 1. It's a chromium cover, and I got 3 signatures on it. Stephen Hughes, Brian Palato, and is it Jason Pearson? But I got this, the signature there, and I looked online at them, and they basically signed all of them in the same areas, and then right there. So I like that. When I saw that, I said, let me have that. Because we're at Packrat, they have a wall behind them, and it's just all the books that are worth something. And many of them I found at half-price books for half off cover. And they got them on the wall for 30, 40, 50, 100, 150, all up. And I'm thinking, I found a lot of, I let them know I found all these books at half-price books for a low price. And if I see one that I don't have and I want it, I get it. So, but that's what I'm going to show you right now, and it only went 30 minutes. So I'll come back and do part 2 of this. But thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think and everything. I found some great books and everything, and I love doing this. And I hope you guys enjoy watching this and everything. Let me know what you think. Let me know what books you have and any comments on anything that you want to talk about. But you guys have a great day, and I'm coming back with part 2. You have a great day. Collector Dude is out.